wait and hold the briefcase till I come back. The stuff.
Genius, Fazal. Genius.
Can I touch it?
Yeah. But be careful.
Looks real.
You can't tell outside a high-class laboratory, but it's what the Rusky scientists signed off on.
How long will you take?
Just a couple of days. Okay, put it back.
Take our guest to Waterloo.
Hang above. I won't be long.
Hello. Where are you? Man.
Banjot.
What?
Bullshit notes.
Forged? Father. Fazıl! Fazıl! Bastard. Police? No particular police station. The terrorist hotline.
That's slow, man.
It doesn't have to be fast. It's a switch. You want to be far, far away. Hello?
Mo.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
What?
Clear the mojo and the computer. Get the fuck out now. Don't call me.
Get the stuff. They're coming for us. The bags.
back! What the fuck's occurring? The bloody plod's here.
Everybody up! Move! Come on! Move against the wall now! Go! Up against that fucking wall! Move! Come on! Move! Get over! Come on!
We got hostages! We take them with us!
Stay there! You! Get over there now! Come on!
Ileta, you doing what?
Drop it!
You boys mad? What do you think you're bloody doing?
I said, drop that!
Bloody hell! I have no money! You want money? You're not done!
Shut up!
Canada! Door!
If they make any move, shoot. Put your hands up.
Up! Come on!
Any mobile phones?
Yeah. My pocket.
Ah, an American.
Lucky me.
Good. Everyone, one by one, take your clothes off.
Down to underwear. Move!
You. Move!
Can't take clothes off with hands up.
I've got the gun.
You tell me this obvious thing? Please, you take my money, you get out. You don't want. Police is outside.
You, Madam Clothes.
You're not ashamed. You have no mothers.
Do what he says!
Hey, they send videos.
Also emails. You can surf the net, download your favorite surah from the Quran. It takes out the trash, too.
I prefer husband to do that.
Shut up. Put the fucking thing away. Give these women back their clothes. Empty the pockets. Put all the mobile phones on the table.
What about us?
Now, the women, we have to preserve their modesty. You could have your clothes back, too.
Turn around.
All of you, to the wall! Hands on the wall and shush!
This is bad business. Where they go now? We see their face.
They don't intend to rob us.
Answer it.
Eight. There's a table for 8:15. Is that any good?
Stop fucking about, man! Where'd you think? Pick it up. Mo! We're closed. Police.
No negotiation.
You're fighting for something, eh? Maybe we are with you. You don't ask us. You don't ask me if I'm against America. Go on, ask. Don't ask, I tell you. I'm against war, all war. Every kind of war, including yours. Mom. No, it's okay, they appreciate it. I speak out. I was for afraid I'm in Cyprus.
That was Turkey and Greece. They were fighting for land. These guys are different.
He's right.
What?
We gotta get the mojo out of here. No? Tell him what? It's not finished yet, is it? They need it. The WJ.
Just chill, man.
At least they picked the best Greek restaurant in London.
Ah, Sophia, welcome. Welcome to the party. Jeff, you know, of course, our chief negotiator from the last shambles.
Thanks for that.
Actually, I think we came out of it rather well. No body bags.
Nice to see you.
Hugo Briggs, our forensics coordinator. Of course, DCI Brian Evans, whose boys are out there even now. Gentlemen, this is Sophia Warburton, counter-terrorism, MI5. And, contrary to popular rumour, she's not here with the sole task of dancing with MI6. She's silver ranking. She knows what she's doing. And I want to make this absolutely clear. She's a key member of my command team. As are you all, of course. Brian, the cordon's in place?
Yeah.
What else have we got?
There's no sound or vision, but we've begun silent drilling to get a camera in on them.
How long will that take?
Well, it's a minimum of 18 hours. The owner of the restaurant is female. There's one daughter and 2 members of staff who don't get in till 6.
Have they been brought in?
Yeah, we're talking to them now, Mum. As yet, there's no names of any customers and no information on the terrorists.
Let's not use that word. It might be the wrong one. Do we have anything on them at all?
From our limited voice contact, they appear to be British.
How many?
3. Although it seems to be unplanned, a moment of panic on their behalf.
Prompted by?
It was a tip-off. We raided the flat maybe minutes after they'd left.
Forensic report is on the way.
Any name of the outfit?
No, not as yet. We also did receive a phone call, an informer. There's a transcript, isn't there, Brian?
Yeah. That's 3 men. They're all codenamed Mo. And they're all armed. Something about them carrying a mojo.
A mojo?
Yeah.
What is that exactly? This informer, did he ask for anything?
No. We're running a trace, but you know how long that takes. Now look, our prime objective, and I can't stress this enough, is to lower the temperature in there. Get them talking to Jeff. I want this situation resolved without an assault, if possible.
Mister, please. Let us sit down.
Okay. Mo, move the trolley. Turn around. Sit in a line over there. Move!
Thank you. You get extra in paradise.
And don't make a mistake. We were willing to die for the cause.
What is the cause?
Hi, this is Jeff Collins again. As I said, it's my job to deal with the situation we all find ourselves in. We've taken precautions to protect the public. We want to try to pursue persuade you to set the hostages free.
Tell them we want a car to take the mojo out.
Where are we going to take it?
To where it's useful.
Oh, yeah. You really think they're going to let us out? Alive?
Now use a mobile phone to call this number.
Mo!
We will call you back on a secure line. Call 07700-900-876. When you connect, we'll dim the light.
This is Mo. I speak for the hijackers. I mean fighters. No. We can't tell you how many and who they are. No!
What?
They want information. I heard a woman's voice, too.
You. What's your name?
Sydney. Sydney Lowe. University of Buffalo, 76.
It's good to raise your hand. Talk to us, but not to each other.
Look, why don't you at least think of letting the women go? They're not helping your cause.
Well, we're not letting anyone go.
Okay. All I'm saying, if you are going to negotiate, you need a strategy. You know, give and take.
You're not a management consultant, are you?
No chit-chat. Look, don't tell us what to do. We ask the questions. I warn you. One more word, and I swear I'll...
So we're gonna get out the back door, right?
Look, we may never get out.
Hey, we got an assignment, man, to get the thing ready.
Yes.
Oh, come on, guys. You really need to talk to each other. Do you have a plan?
Hey, try and understand. We don't care what happens to us.
So our first demand is to get the bloody suitcase, the stuff, the whole mojo out of here and out to Faz's,
How
right?
the hell are we going to do that?
Tell them to give us a car and we take a couple of the hostages and drive off. If they try and stop us, we kill the hostages.
You think they give a bloody shit about the hostages?
If they don't care, they'd storm the place now.
I think whoever told them where we were told them we got the fucking mojo.
Then let's make fucking sure they know about it. Shout it out. Oh.
Move!
Write it out, yeah?
Okay.
13, man. There's 13 in a fucking room.
Maybe one of you should leave.
It's 12, man. You can't even bloody count. What do we say?
The release of prisoners.
Start small.
What do you mean, small?
Ask for something they can give you.
Like what?
What the fuck are you asking him for? Right!
Said release the prisoners.
Guaranteed safe conduct to Algeria.
Oh, it's anti-Islamic government there.
Saudi.
Oh, American stooges.
Iran.
Cheers.
Liberated part of Pakistan.
Liberated? Dream on.
Switzerland?
Right, Switzerland.
Hey, you leave it out.
What do you mean, leave it out?
Switzerland, man. Where are you living?
It's neutral.
Neutral? Yeah. You've been watching too many Second World War films.
They're neutral between England and Germany, man. Not neutral between us and them.
May I ask who us and them are?
Yeah, you know what we're talking about. The insults to Islam.
Insults? What insults? Whoever insulted you? Prince Charles putting hanky on his head and having tea with the mullahs.
Why don't you ask the drug companies to give free AIDS drugs to Africa?
Because AIDS is a punishment from Allah.
For little babies, too. Allah kills them off in their thousands.
You see what the girl said? It's true. I call that a problem. Oh, and Mister, please, you write one more thing. You say the British must restore Elgin marbles to Greece. Okay, you say it's Penelope, an old lady who wants it, not you. Because you don't care personally for art or culture. For you, everything begins with Arabia and the Prophet. My dears, I know this because I live with Muslims, Turkish, in Cyprus. So you say, Penelope, an old lady wants this, and then you can kill me. And everyone in Greece will remember my name. And they will look up and see a miracle.
And they know when they walk in the street, in the petrol gas and the traffic, that the gods are looking down at them from the hills.
Thank you, Sergeant. Fingerprints, Mr. Briggs. Fingerprints. Oh, here we go.
Is he okay? Give us a statement.
At this point, the hostage takers have not made contact. We have no indication of their demands.
Is the government prepared to negotiate with them?
We are attempting to establish contact.
When we going in for the kill?
Well, obviously, we can't give you operational details.
Donald Carr, BBC News. Miss Walton, are you able to confirm that our special forces are on standby and are now involved in the operation?
I can only confirm that this is entirely a police-controlled operation. There's no involvement of special forces.
Well, can you tell us who is in charge of the operation and what the strategy is?
The Commissioner remains in overall control, and his incident team are considering all possibilities. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Why did he ask that? About special forces? That's not on the agenda.
It's probably just a rumour.
There's no such thing as a rumour, Brian. Not where the BBC is concerned.
Good, I'll be right in.
Right, I'll be there in about 20 minutes. Okay. He wants to see me. But the Minister assures me we're in complete control of the operation.
Now I know we're in serious trouble. We need to report some progress, and I mean quick.
Yes.
Are those their terms?
Would appear so, sir.
Let's hear them.
Right. You must make no contentious moves. Very literate. Coming to any agreement will be contingent on your negotiating our terms in good faith. Perfect English. Signs off in Arabic, and then it says Mohammed, Mohammed, and Mohammed. 3 no's.
In the name of the all-powerful, all-merciful, etc., etc. That's all?
Yeah, is that the same handwriting as that?
I guess. Faltering Arabic. Mistakes.
Yes.
Pakistani lads?
So, terms. Free all political prisoners. Guantanamo, Iraqi women, French law against headscarves. Withdraw all troops from Iraq. No armaments to Pakistan or India. Safe conduct which the British government must negotiate with a neutral country and...
And?
Restore the Elgin marbles to the Greek people.
Witty buggers.
Yes?
Positive ID. Turn round. ASAP.
Turn around.
My instructions are to take you to Whitehall. The security clearance was for that only.
What? Who made these stupid rules?
Yourself, during the Saudi embassy alert.
Well, I'm changing them again. Turn around. Rosalind, tell the Minister I have to turn back and he can get me at control.
Ah, Sophia.
So?
He's called Shahid Iqbal, car thief. Persistent in his teens, on one offence as an 8-year-old up in Birmingham. He's 24 years old now, lives in Hounslow.
What else?
Well, just a home address, really. I mean, we don't profile petty thieves. I will get the boys in Hounslow to pick up whoever is at that address, though.
Not yet.
Why?
Do you have any accommodation set up in the building?
I do. Yes, we're spread out all around the place. I thought the adjacent space for you, Mum. Grace will show you where. Grace!
Thanks. Tell him I'll take a couple of hours. Or maybe more, if nothing happens.
Anything you need from home?
There's no one at home, Grace. I'll send my PA in the morning. Thanks. I'm looking for Shahid Iqbal.
For what?
I'm wanting to get in contact with his family.
What's he done?
Are you family?
Mother?
Shahid's mother?
Are you from the DSS?
No, I'm not.
He's not injured?
No, he's not. But he is in trouble. I'm afraid he's in very bad trouble.
I know. I know all about it.
You do? Would you be willing... Are you alone?
Come in. It can't get worse. You're a lady detective, I take it. Well, he signed on. He only worked for me at the laundry. It's not really wages. You know, a mother can't pay her son to help out. I don't call that fraud.
I'm not here about benefit fraud.
Oh, not cars again.
No. Mrs. Iqbal, does Shahid go to the mosque?
No. They all go from round here. But not him. Not my husband either. Don't know what he's been doing these past 18 years in Bangladesh, but when he was here, he didn't give a toss. He drank, and he had bacon.
Does Shahid live here with you?
When he wants a free meal, or a bath. His stuff's here, in there. Have a look. He wasn't a great one for books.
Did he go to school around here?
Down the road. Stanislaus. You haven't told me what he's done. It's all over now. He got in with the lads round here. They're decent people. But, I mean, ever since then, he's turned over a new leaf. He keeps talking about the right way of doing things. And whatever he's done, whatever our disagreements, he's always looked after me.
Do you mind if I hang on to this for a while? It appears to be out of date.
It's no use to me, Duck.
Is it? Oh, really? Yeah, so...
Can I help you?
Oh, no, I'm just looking around.
Just for one deviant moment there, I thought, prospective middle-class parent. We could do with some of them. But obviously not.
No. My daughter's finished with school.
Oh, where?
Oh, South London. Alain's?
Oh, yeah. So you're here for...
I'm with the security services.
Oh, Paul Ford, deputy. Can I help?
Did a Shahid Iqbal pass through your hands?
Slip-through is a better description. Yeah, everyone knows Shy around here. Suspensions, expulsions, you know the drill. But he is charming. Bounces back. He reformed. Found religion. Look. Can't do anything about those characters. They're there morning and evening. He seemed to do Shahid a lot of good. He came back in all his gear. We let him preach the gospel. He was urging the sixth formers to give up drugs. Stop robbing cars, petrol stations. And to bow to Allah 5 times a day.
Thank you.
Is he all right?
No. Oh, did he ever show an interest in chemistry?
Not according to his GCSE results.
Do you know Shahid Iqbal?
Traitor.
Oh? Why?
When you don't have discipline, you become dangerous.
Is he, part of your group?
No. He's an anarchist. In Islam, you subject yourself to the will of Allah. Brother Shahid cannot surrender his ego to the cause.
And you can?
Come on.
You. No, not you. Big Mouth. You live in London?
No.
So where do you live? Sydney?
New York.
New York? Used to have some tall buildings.
We still do.
So do you pay American taxes?
What I can't get away with.
So you pay for the rockets and bombs that the Americans use on our people?
Everybody has to pay taxes.
But you pay a lot, don't you?
Yeah. But if I voted for Mr. Kerry, I'd probably be paying a lot more.
Whoever you vote for, an American gets in.
Mm-hmm. That's the way the system works.
That's democracy. He pays taxes, he gets a vote.
Democracy? You're preaching to them about democracy.
Democracy? What's democracy? Men raise their hands and decide on how to make war, how to make money. Where do they get this sense? Only the book can tell people what to do because the book was written by God.
The book? The book? Only one book? Why don't you try reading 2 books? That's democracy. You can't spit on democracy. They don't agree with you, your friends, your Muslim friends. Do you? Go on then. Spit.
Hello? Anybody here?
Mum! What are you doing here?
What have you done to your... You're coming home.
This is my home.
Darling, you
Mum,
can't...
it's okay. I'd introduce you to my flatmates, but they're not exactly colonial cub material.
Oh, Clarissa, don't be ridiculous.
I'm fine here. brilliant. I want you home for myself as much as for you. I miss you.
Why do you call it home? You're hardly ever there. You're always off taking away somebody's civil rights or whatever it is you do. I don't want to rattle around in some big empty house you call home.
Hello.
I'll call you in a day. Promise.
Yes, I'll be there. Look, I have got to go, but yeah. But do that. Call me.
Okay.
Please.
How important are you? That's what we want to know.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Well, to my wife and kids, I think I'm pretty important, yeah.
To the Pentagon?
They don't ask me for advice.
Oh, I'm sure. That's what you're doing in London.
I was hoping to score some tickets for Mary Poppins.
Cut the crap. Tell us what you're doing in London.
I'm a lawyer.
For the US government?
No. I represent people more powerful than the government. Mobil, Texaco, Shell International, Saudi Arabia. We also do pro bono work. Red Cross, Red Crescent, Palestinian Relief Fund. Look, you look like you're an intelligent guy, capable of rational thought.
You live with your children?
Yeah, 2 of them. The other 2 are with my former wife.
2 wives?
No, it's all right. I know a man once in Cyprus, had 40 wives. He applied to the Guinness Book of Records.
You. What's your name?
John. It's John.
What's your job, John?
I'm in chemicals.
Chemicals?
I'm chief executive for Organite.
Oh, that's huge.
Look, if it's money that you want, my family will pay.
Money? You're offering us money?
Isn't that what you want?
No. What's your name?
Janet.
You know, I was thinking, let the camera take pictures of them. Then the public can see who they are. Pressure from his company on the government.
My colleagues might just be pleased to hear that there's a vacancy.
Okay.
Mohammed?
Some of our guests are going to show their faces at the window. If you try anything, they die.
Hold on, Mohammed. Before they do that, can you tell us that everyone is fit and well in there? If anyone's going to appear, please tell me so I can instruct the police cordon to stand back.
I want news cameras.
I have to run that by my commander.
We'll give you 3 minutes.
Live hostages on national TV. The minister's going to love that.
Well, the boys will, though. We've got to give them something.
Yes, Jeff's right. We know one of them, but we need time to identify the others.
Where are we with the cameras and the mics?
We've actually had a bit of a glitch, sir. We've hit some old water pipes. They weren't on the architect's plan, so...
Brian, prepare the reptiles.
Sorry, BBC, thank you.
Down there, move! Go!
Stay there.
You, and you.
Fine, but it won't help. This is my family. All of it. There's hardly anyone out there to add pressure, no. Grandparents.
Oh, you mean the great British public won't see a mum and a kid in trouble and feel for them?
What's funny?
You boys talking about feelings. Mildly ironic, that's all.
What does that mean?
Doesn't matter what it means. You 3, and then you 2. You got any kids?
No, she's not. She's a client.
Hotel keys.
Oh, it's like that, is it? Love in the afternoon. Janet and John. You're both married, aren't you? A little bit of adultery.
It's their business.
Is it? I'm just giving them a chance to repent their sins before they meet their maker.
The fuck has it got to do with you, boy?
How long have you been carrying on this sin?
Sin? You're pointing a gun at my head and you talk about sin.
You dance before the fatted calf of status and money while your daughters go half naked and you encourage them. Let her husband see what she's doing with this cheap executive.
Do you know what this will do to my children? To her children?
Did you think of them in your hotel room when you were on top of her?
Is that what you want to do? You want to hurt our families?
We want to hurt your families. And you. What are you doing?
Leave them! Leave them! Hey, you're going alone. Tell him he's coming out.
We're about to open the door. Tell them you're being treated okay, and the government should do the right thing and give in to our demands. Come on, use your real name and beg for forgiveness.
My name is Hugh Stanford. I'm being held hostage by some freedom fighters. We're being treated well, but I believe the people who are holding us are serious. Like most of the people in this situation, I'm British. And I beg the government to negotiate in good faith the just demands of these men. The release of all political prisoners held without trial. A basic right respected by the whole civilized world.
Sensational scenes outside the Ithaca siege. Hugh Stanford, chief executive of Organite Chemicals, literally begging for his life and that of his fellow hostages, while little progress seems to have been made by the negotiating team at the other end.
Wanker.
Meanwhile, the identity of one of the gunmen has been released as Shahid Iqbal from Birmingham.
Who authorized that?
This can only increase pressure on government ministers to bring a resolution to the siege sooner rather than later.
There's been a bloody leak. Grace! Brian, I want Mrs. Iqbal in protective custody. I mean now. Before some bloody vigilantes start in on her. Grace, I need a meeting with Sir John. ASA bloody P.
Hugo, I found this book, textbook, in Shahid's bedroom. I gathered he wasn't exactly the sharpest tool in the box, so somebody may have given it to him.
Okay, let's have a look. King's College, Cambridge Library, due back March.
We need to get onto the proctor.
We have to get this to Fuzzle. That was the plan.
How would you actually set it off?
It has a series of triggers, but I haven't connected them yet.
Well, we can't get it to Fuzzle while we're stuck here. We may need to change the plans. Finish your work.
The library book clinched it. Asif Mulyabadi, 24 years old, now doing a PhD in high-speed acceleration of new metal compounds.
Still at Cambridge?
Yep.
New metal compounds. And they've got a mojo. Are we talking about something more than just a hostage crisis? Listen, I need to talk to you. Well, yes, about her, too. What made you choose this place?
You called me, remember? After 4 years, I thought it must be important. Clarissa?
Oh, she's okay. Well, it's what she says, at least.
All I got was an email when she quit university.
Please, Lindsay, please, listen, I know where she is, and I am getting her back home, but I really need your professional advice, in complete confidence.
I'm no longer a practicing spook, remember?
Well, as a scientist, then.
You're on the Ithaca siege, aren't you? It's a hostage crisis, isn't it? Nothing to do with science. You've got your own goons, haven't you?
Listen, I'm really worried. There's been a development. I've been doing the usual stuff, you know, character analysis, getting the background for the negotiator, but One of the boys is doing a PhD in metallurgy.
So he likes rocks.
They may be carrying something a great deal more dangerous than a rock. What's your take on red mercury? What would you use it for?
No such thing. Russian conspiracy theory stuff. During the Cold War, they said they'd made a compound which was so high explosive it could contain fusion elements, or at least set off a small fusion or a dirty bomb. They just call it red mercury because of the density.
So tell me, how easy would it be?
To make a dirty bomb? They'd need some packed, ordinary explosive, and this stuff then could be fissionable, which means making a nuclear explosion. Or it could be just a packed, high-yield explosive, higher than anything we've got. A bomb would work in several stages. The bang gets bigger, everything becomes radioactive. And that is if red mercury exists.
Armageddon.
Not quite. It could take out London. Is that helpful? Got what you want from me?
There's something else that's not right. Every time we make a breakthrough, someone else seems to have got there first. It's all over the 10 o'clock news. I need some support, Lindsay.
All right. We can be wines, I think.
Yes?
Oh, good afternoon. We called earlier to see Mr. Moulet.
Yes, but he wants to know what it's about.
Oh, wines. We are supplying wines.
Mr. Mullet?
So cold, Not pleasant, sir. Not pleasant. I am Lindsay Warburton, my partner, Sophia. I spoke to you earlier.
This is about wine.
Yes.
We are already having suppliers of foreign wines. German, French, red, white, orange.
Do you mean rosé?
All different colors.
I've researched your wines, and they are, to tell the truth, rather down market.
Oh, well, I just bought what the suppliers told me.
We are offering wines straight from the vineyard at the same price as your imported Riesling.
And we can let you select personally. Organize a wine tasting for your selectors.
We don't have selectors. We are Muslims. We don't drink.
Of course. So how do you select?
My son used to give me some advice. Recommended. This especially.
Oh, is this him? Handsome boy, obviously. Very clever.
Yes, yes. Cambridge University, first class honors, natural sciences. He says, this is a very fine wine. Perhaps. But it is difficult to shift. Look at, how do you call it?
The label. A good year in Piedmont.
Well, maybe for you, but not for my customers. They think this is too old. They want something more up-to-date. This year, or at least last year. Something they have heard of it, too.
How much is a bottle?
My son says this will sell for 8 quid. For you, £2.50.
I'll take a case.
You have children?
Yes.
It's a big worry. Almost a month, the boy has gone. London must be. You know, he should call at least. I wish he would join the business. He could be tasting your wines. Well, these extremists are not even Muslims. They are destroying Islam, putting father against son. Are you paying cash?
You guys don't happen to have a copy of the Herald Tribune, do you? Could be the early edition.
Sit! Now!
Ah!
Fuck! Oh, shit! Ow! Get up, you Yankee bastard! I'll count to 5. 1.
He's in terrible pain. Can't you see that his back's gone?
2.
Sit
Sydney, get on my side.
3, 4. Call it, man.
I'm a physiotherapist. Sydney's a patient of mine. He asked me to lunch. Please, let me help him. I've got some medication in my bag. Get him some water.
Oh. Against regulations, of course. Cheers.
Cheers. Our boy has taste. Hugo?
Hmm.
You didn't call. I'm going to take you home. Come on.
It's a cigarette band. That's where I put out my joints. To test endurance and reality, and because I get spasms. My arm gets detached from my being and I want to punish it. I please you, Aurora, to learn that I've given up smoking. So the risk of self-inflicted burns henceforth is nil. On the other hand, I am practicing lying. Not self-deception like some real lying. Horrible untruths. Listen.
I think you better take her in, Sophia.
Yeah, come on. Neville comes with me. Come on. Tell him. We'd like to see him smile.
Nah, it's done now. Fix up, man.
What the fuck are you messing about for?
Only passing the time. You heard his joke?
My teacher told me it.
What's the difference between a caretaker and a terrorist? You can sometimes negotiate with a terrorist.
It's not funny.
Well, it is if you know caretakers, man. Let's have some hot food, man, yeah?
Just our luck. Come to a restaurant for a good hummus, taramo, some kebabs,
A Greek salad. And my speciality, a beautiful kleftico.
glass of Retsina.
Retsina?
Hey, don't knock it.
You know, there's only 2 Retsinas that you can drink. A Lucca and the extreme north. All the other vineyards just add pine and resin to mask the flavour of the Greek grapes.
How you know them things, man?
You're a wine man.
My dad, well, I used to taste wines for him. And all this talk is making me hungry. Can't hurt.
Is a restaurant.
What? Let her cook?
Go stir something up, woman.
No. Don't move.
Keep them bored and hungry.
And she burns the place down.
So what if she does? Thought you were willing to die, like a martyr. Lots of martyrs are burned alive. Go for it.
My kitchen is 100% safe. My cooking is 200% famous.
I thought Greek food was like doner kebab and fish and chips in dirty oil.
Oh, listen, boy, don't bring that stupid talk in here.
Yeah? What is it then?
Dolmades, souvlaki, kotopoulos, baby chicken, very brown on the outside, very juicy on the inside.
Mushtaq, man. Mo.
Go on, Mushtaq. Let your boys eat, even if you don't give us any.
It's plenty for everyone.
Go with her. No. Not you. Mo.
Right. First, we get onions. Oh, you boys got some stuff, huh? Meat.
Meat?
Don't worry, it's kosher. Let's chop onions in smaller pieces, yeah?
How many?
I don't know. You always know. You never count onions. Even tough guys cry when it comes to doing woman's work, no? Ready?
Wow.
Get up. Discipline. Let them eat first.
Am I speaking to Shahid or Asif?
They have names.
What? They know me?
Nasser.
Now they know we know. Now we wait. Patience is the name of the game.
I hope the minister agrees.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I better go and deal with my dysfunctional daughter.
Seem to be more nutters in here than over the road.
I heard that, Brian.
Clarissa?
Hush, sis. Clarissa's sleeping. I'm Neville. I'm cool. No harm. I's here. She never told you. She never used my name.
No.
Please. She do that to herself. Unless someone watch her with love.
Why? Why did she do that? I mean, when did she... When...
I could ask you them questions, but maybe you don't have the answers either. Like the doctors she go to. Most times she's good stuff, but when she's using...
God.
She turn out of control. I could stay and look after her.
Right, could I
You okay?
Yes, I'm going to have to get her father over.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he does at least have security clearance, as you probably remember. But I'm terribly sorry. I'm sure you need this like a hole in the head.
No, it's... Okay. Do it.
Oh, thank you very much.
On the second night of the siege of the Ithaca restaurant, a second hostage taker's identity has been confirmed as Asif Muliabadi from Reading.
We need to get her into a hospital.
Yes.
The boyfriend's going to help. Oh, he's not a bad bloke. Mining engineer. Seriously, you have to give it up.
Why?
Why? Because they closed all the mines.
Listen, I haven't told them, my team, about the bomb idea. Red Mercury.
Are you crazy?
Well, something's going on. Somebody wants to go in hard.
What's the alternative, given the situation?
I know there are a few British boys who go out to Afghanistan, train with Osama, and one or two of them have murdered people there and in Israel, I know, but they haven't done it here yet. And in my view, they're not going to. Not these boys.
How can you be sure?
I mean, maybe they'd be better off in the hills of Afghanistan. There'd be something to do, some purpose to their lives.
Here we go.
Well, what is Britain for? At least in the past 400 years, it had big ideas about itself. It looked out to the world. And now, what have our kids got to look up to? Binge drinking, and I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Don't you think it's all a little convenient? The government saying that terrorism is inevitable. Isn't that what they want us to believe?
Is it? 3 fanatics take a load of hostages, threaten the world with a nuclear bomb, and it's the government's fault? What's the matter with this fucking country? The Americans wouldn't hesitate. We feel for maniacs. Fair play for maniacs.
Isn't that what we're supposed to be about? Fair play?
I'm going to take our daughter to casualty.
You, want me to do the washing up?
No talking. Not one word.
Calm down, my son.
Don't call me anything.
You're a young man. I call you son.
Who am I speaking to, Shahid or Asif?
Just say what you want.
I want to tell Shahid and Asif that their families are being protected by the police.
Bastards! You bastards! Do not tamper with our families. We are warning you. You will interrogate them if you touch one hair on my sister's head.
Shahid? Asif?
My name is Sophia. I've been talking to your mum, Shahid, and Asif, I met your father.
In fact, he sold me a very nice case of wine.
He's on a roll.
Listen, would you like to talk to them?
Because we'd be very happy to provide a video link.
No!
What's going on?
They've got my dad.
Tragic. At least he's not being threatened by guns.
You'll be the first to know. When we show them we can kill as well as die, you'll be the proof.
They got my mum. Yeah.
They won't harm them. The state has to live by the law.
Oh, yeah? What about Guantanamo Bay?
Americans.
Doing the world's dirty work, thank you.
You? Every time you speak, you support global torture.
Yeah. Every time you eat food, you're supporting global capitalism.
Christians. You know your Christian religion. It says you can do what you like in life if at the last moment you say sorry and beg forgiveness. Then you're clean. So I'm giving you a Christian chance. Or do you want to die ignorant?
Play your stupid games in your mosque with your half-crazed mullahs.
They have more sense in their shit than you have in your head.
That's just abuse. Think about it. If you pray 5 times a day to some God who doesn't acknowledge you and prostrate yourself before something you don't even understand, you go soft in the head. Fasting for a month and feasting at night. Fucking hypocrisy. Believing that God dictates books, it rots your brain!
Okay. Get up. If you want to walk out, go. Go on. If you're so fucking brave. I said you're free. Open the door and walk, Mr. Philosopher.
No, please.
I'm letting him go. He's a racist, blaspheming pig.
No.
He belongs in the gutter, face down.
No, that is the last thing he is. He's one.
Leave it, love. Save
He
your breath.
wrote a book about a Bangladeshi British boy in Wolverhampton. He respects Islam. He will apologise.
What was the book?
He's written several.
But like what? Is it about Birmingham?
He writes about what he knows.
About motorcycles?
Yes, that's right.
You're Neil Ashton. You wrote Brown Motor Wolves. Yeah, man, I read it. Good. It's like it was the first book we was given in school, because I know all them places he went to.
Oh, Shahid, the great reader. You want to go with him?
He ain't going anywhere, man.
They want us to fight. Back down. You two, sit down. We're gonna make some decisions. Mo. Mo. We've got no strategy, no sense in our moves.
Okay, Einstein, I know the score. We didn't join a game. The jihad is not a game.
Will you calm down? Remember our teachings. All martyrs are heroic. Not all of them are effective. We can be both.
Is that what you want? I want to see they don't damage my mum.
No. Look, let's start at the beginning. We were brought together to make this thing. The jihad needs it, not here, not blasting someone's restaurant. They want us to follow a plan, to use it as a deterrent, a decisive weapon in the political struggle. Now, you keep your discipline.
Yeah, so what?
Fuzzle. We need to get hold of Fuzzle.
He told us to run. He's a coward.
No.
So why hasn't he called us?
It's too dangerous. They'd listen in. We need a new number. One they don't know. Shahid, I want to speak to the lady.
This is Sophia.
We thought about your offer. You show us our families on camera, and then we want to make a transmission.
We'd be very happy for you to do that, Asif. Very happy.
Now, we don't want to transmit anything political. No demands, no politics. We want to save the souls of the people of Britain. The Quran. Our religion tells us to read the Quran.
Yes, we know and respect your religion, Asif. We'll send you the link. A camera and a monitor will be delivered. One of you can just come out and pick it up.
We won't show our faces.
You better know what you're doing.
Yes! Okay. Do you want to do a deal?
Yeah.
And no one knows you're here. Where does your husband think you are?
In Edinburgh.
And if he finds out you're here with John?
I'm supposed to be home tomorrow night, but I won't be with her.
Suppose we switch your phone on, and you stay here and you take his call. Or you pretend to be wherever you like. But one call will be for me. Now you play it right. You're out of here tomorrow.
Yeah, I can do that.
What's your mobile number?
Bismillah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Ha-Alif, Ha-Alif, Ha-Alif.
By the dawn and the 10 nights, by the even and the odd, by the night as it passes, the profound oath for one who possesses intelligence. Have you noted what your Lord did to Ad-Iram, the town with tall buildings? There was nothing like it anywhere. It is you who brought it onto yourselves by not regarding the orphan, and not advocating charity towards the poor, and consuming the inheritance of helpless orphans, and loving money too much. Return to your Lord, pleased and pleasing. Welcome into my servants. Welcome into my paradise.
When the earth rejects its laws, and the
the earth is severely quaked, the human will wonder what is happening.
I suppose they think the public will understand this, yeah?
They want to show the Muslim audience how pious they are.
Every direction to be
They're
shown
doing
their
nothing
work.
of the sort.
Whoever does an
Perceives
atom weight
bright.
of good will see it.
He's up to something.
Shy, if you're listening to this, and they told me you would be allowed, I beg you, please, as a mother, don't hurt any innocent people. I know it's hard for you, but the only way out for you now with honour is to show mercy like religion says. Shy, you're all I have in the world, my boy. Don't do this.
Absolutely enthralling series of events. For the first time in this drama, we see the human cost being...
Yes, right, whole thing again, line by line.
Bismillah, Ir-Rahman, Ir-Rahim.
So, in the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate.
Ha-Alif. Ha-Alif.
Stop it, could you? H-A, Ha-Alif, H-A. H-A, H-A. Don't all Arabic letters have numerical value?
Yes. Ha is 5 and Alif is 1.
5, 1. 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. 6, 6, 6.
Bismillah.
How about
Ir-Rahman.
Bismillah al-Rahman al-Rahim?
Yes. They add up to 786. In India and Pakistan, they often use 786 instead of speaking or writing Bismillah in the name of God.
So, 7, 8, 6,
Yeah.
6, 6, 6. Right.
By the dawn.
Now they're each doing a verse of the Quran. Which ones? Hmm?
First is 89.
Right, wait.
When the earth ejects its loads,
Second,
the earth is severely quaked,
second 99.
the human will wonder what is happening.
All right, so 7, 8, 6, 6, 6, 6, 8, 9, 9, 9. Thank you very much. That is very useful.
The other side.
Hello? Hung up.
Was it your husband?
I don't think so. You will call.
Ah, I need something a bit more drastic.
Neil, be careful. Dad.
18, 19, 20.
It's nice. I thought you writers were like feeble, fussed. Is that the right word?
Not for me, but yeah, it's the right word.
You know, after we read your book in school, our teacher asked us to write stories. I wrote one. And I tell you the truth, yeah, as I wrote it, I was thinking that I would like to be a writer. This is before I joined the jihad, but like you started me off. You were my inspiration. Yeah, that's the word, man.
I'm glad he did it for somebody.
Yeah, for some kids. And Mr. Forbes, he goes, I can get Ashton to come and talk to you. And he writ to your printer and that, but you made an excuse and never come.
Ah, yeah. I might have been out of the country.
I think you said you was on tour, but I tell you, I got the feeling right. I was saying to myself that you must be thinking, why should I go to a shit school with crap kids and... Because our school was like really poor, you know, beggared, crass, and I don't think that's the right word.
I should have come, but I promise you that thoughts of poor schools and rich schools never crossed my mind.
Yeah, I can see that now. But when you're like immature and you don't know the world, you think people look down like.
Only stupid people.
So let's be wise and cut the yap.
Okay, get up. Come on, let's go.
Yes? Michael! Darling, didn't you get my message? I left a message explaining that I couldn't get a signal up north.
Well, you know that I left my charger at home, so I just switched it off. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. How are you? And the kids? Oh. Yeah, I'm back in Edinburgh. Cold. Can't wait to get home. Yeah, if I can get a shuttle tomorrow. No, sweetheart, no need to get a car. Yeah, I will. I love you.
Where is she?
Sit down.
What have you done with her?
It's...
Stay there! Give me the phone! There's been gunfire. No one has been hurt. It's a false alarm. Otherwise, they'll come for us.
I'll kill anyone that moves!
He's bleeding!
Shut up!
No,
Please! Leave it!
No, I'm a nurse! He's gonna die! Do you want to kill us all?
Let her go to him.
What have you done with her?
She's okay. She's in there. She's okay.
It didn't penetrate. It's on my fucking leg.
Hello? Yes. Yeah, we got it. We got the mojo. But you gotta help us get it out of here. I can't guarantee what's gonna happen.
You must remain calm. That is the sign of the true warrior. Keep the device intact. It must be preserved at all cost and brought to us.
Allah be praised. No, no one else has a number. Yeah, we thought so. Okay. Now. Okay. You can go when you want.
What now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God. John. What happened?
Come on, let's go.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
Later.
Now the whole world will know where she's been.
Sir, look. Oh, my God. Like watching somebody being ejected to the Big Brother house.
Great. First one out, more to follow.
Well done. Positive reports at last.
What?
She's making progress. Neville's with her.
We're stuck. We can do this. We can get the mojo out.
It may be more important to keep it here.
Who reports our situation to the people? The Western press. But there are other journalists who will help us. Now let's use this police psychology. Conciliation and negotiation.
Don't get too clever. They want to destroy us.
Yes, Asif.
We wish to make a statement that will not be edited by the Western nations who are prejudiced. We want Al-Idaha to take our statement and put it out to the world. Then we can discuss the release of all the hostages. As a gesture of our goodwill, we release one today. She's yours.
We seem to be doing rather well. Second one out.
Yeah.
What exactly is Il-Itah?
It's an Arabic channel with British Muslims at the helm.
We're actually broadcasting in Arabic. Who funds it? BBC?
Oh, nobody knows.
We're sailing into very dangerous waters here.
They argue that they're the ones defending free speech. And they have a battery of lawyers to back them up. You know, Roy, I think we should go for it.
Really?
Well, there'll be something in it again.
Let's do it.
The cameras are coming, so be on your best behavior. And remember, these guys are on our side. Don't panic either. We haven't called them in to film you getting your head cut off.
Why do you pretend to be what you're not?
Neil, sit down.
Sit down.
I don't really want to know your great message to the world. I'm standing because I get deep vein thrombosis. I'm not trying anything. Tell me, you don't look like an idle sort. You must have had a job.
None of your business.
It's very rude to say that. The man asks you a question. He wants to know what you do. You're what? Film star? In Bollywood?
Sure, yeah.
No, something brainy, I reckon.
Something to do with what you do.
What, do beds and wash wounds, give injections.
Something in a bigger field.
Training to be a doctor?
Psychiatrist?
Inside the hospital or outside it?
Out. Right out.
You tell us.
I did the computer programming on medical instruments. Electrodes for brain operations and all that.
Will you go back to that after this is over?
Some of the best nurses in my hospital are Indian.
We ain't Indians, woman. We're Pakistani.
In what sense are you Pakistani? You're as English as roast beef.
No. Or maybe British. Jews and immigrants are British. The rest of you are English and Irish and Scottish and Welsh. We are the only British.
Semantics. What I mean is, you know nothing of Pakistan. I bet you don't even have a decent Urdu accent.
You lose the bet.
Okay, so tell me why forcing your religion and its morals on us is necessary.
And it's predicted. It is the will of God.
Yeah, and Santa comes at Christmas. Grow up.
No, man, I'm not growing up. I have faith. You can't see it because you don't have faith. You got nothing except wanting to win a prize for one of your cliched books. You know why I have faith? Because this country robbed me of my dignity. Okay. I'm not hungry. I can earn money. I went to school. I'm stronger than any racist that I meet, and they don't dare fuck with guys like me. But this country gives us no dignity. You cut off man's balls, you feed him cultural pills to dumb down his brain, you take away his dignity. I don't live for Manchester United. I live for Islam.
They're ready.
Al-Idaha, the Arabic cable channel, has been admitted to the siege to transmit their latest demands. I have to warn viewers that the following live transmission is not under our editorial control.
All prisoners held in Guantanamo, Iraq, and Afghanistan without trial to be released. 2 Arab nations, Jordan and Syria, should under the United Nations supervise this process and give their assurance. Timetable should be set within 2 months for withdrawal of illegal forces of the US and other countries in Iraq. Palestinian state recognized by the world and return of all territories taken from Palestine. Indian troops should withdraw from Kashmir. When these demands are accepted, this operation of the jihad ends with the safe passage for us with the hostages.
Great. So when the TV crew comes out, we shouldn't search them. Not here. We let them think they've got away free. And then we tail them.
And if we lose them?
God help us all.
Unload it.
Why?
I've changed my mind.
Fazil has to receive the mojo. It's working out his plan.
If we don't have the mojo, we may never get out of here. Unpack it. Now. When he's finished, take the cameras and go.
Nothing. No red Mercury. No blue Mercury. Green, even. What were we expecting to find?
A mojo.
The game's over, Sophia. Chatting them up is not an option. I've been asked to call SAS headquarters, Hereford.
You can't be serious.
Oh, let me be precise. Don't fucking call in the special forces unless you're prepared to accept 70 or 80% casualties. And I quote the colonel of the regiment.
But that means signing over command. It's still too early.
I know that. But it's still a police operation until I do. Look, I don't want a bloodbath in there, Sophia, any more than you do. But we have a matter of hours and not days. All right?
Paddington have just pulled in a fourth man called Mo.
What?
A Fazal Akbar. He's put in a call from his hotel to our boys in the restaurant.
Mr. Fazal. Rumor is you don't pay people for their services. A lot of them want to talk to you about that, quite naturally. Fortunately for you, I was the first. Now, we'd like you to do something for us. And I might add that we won't be leaving this place until your cooperation is assured. Is that clear?
I've got someone here who'd like to speak to Asif.
Don't play politics with me, Asif.
Yeah.
Asif, it's Sophia. We've spoken before.
Listen, I feel I've got to know you.
Just a little. You and your friend Shahid.
There are people who are planning something dreadful. Something that could lead to great harm to you and to everyone in that restaurant. But there's a way out.
You don't have to be part of this anymore. We have someone here that you should listen to.
Boys.
You've done a great job for the cause. But there have been too many martyrs.
We must return the hostages to their families.
Who's on the phone?
Fazil is with the police.
No discussion.
He wants us to give them the mojo.
You whore.
You've not come this far to give up now.
Just tell them to come for us. They know what to expect. The woman is bullshitting you. Get it ready.
Don't be stupid, man.
Now!
Look, Mushtaq, I'm in charge of this thing. You were brought in to help me. But who the fuck are we to make that kind of decision?
What is it you got?
They're building something in the kitchen.
This is a town that's not particularly fond of Americans. But you already know that, right? I was over here when the Trade Center went down. Next morning, I went around to my news agent. He had a little store around the corner from where I was staying. Every day, they held a copy of the Tribune for me. Run by a Pakistani family, in fact. So I go down this morning, and Mr. Khan hands me my copy of the newspaper. And with tears in his eyes, he embraces me, and he was shaking. And he says to me, "How can people do such things?" It's a bomb, right?
Wow. So, it's time for Last Supper then. Here we go, Roy.
Roy, Minister. Oh, all right.
Sophia.
Minister.
What is Hugo Briggs?
No time for all that.
Up, fine. Thank you, gentlemen. Please.
Hello there. Good to see you. Any developments I need to know about in the past hour?
Well, Fazal's arrest seems to have backfired somewhat, Minister. They're not speaking to us presently.
I see. Well, I just wanted to say, Roy, how grateful we've been for your level-headedness over this past week. We really are impressed by your work, as always. And I do mean all of us.
Thank you, Minister.
Your efforts too, Sophia. Though, I gather there's been a bit of a domestic.
Where did you hear that, sir?
I always had a fond spot for that first husband of yours. What's his name?
Lindsay. My only husband, to date.
Bound to be others.
Everybody have to die. So it's all right for me. I never had no son. So I give everything to Electra and my daughter. And now you come here with all this, and you say she has to die. Why don't you let her go?
It's not what I wanted.
No. You're none of you killers. I know some gangsters. You're nice boys. Anybody would be proud. Your mother would not want to see you doing this.
And my mother's dead.
It's very sad. I never had no boy. But if I did, I would be proud. You're mostly the clever one, huh? You're a science genius?
No, not really a genius, no.
It's beautiful. Science people look forward in time. Religious people look back. I come from a place with plenty of superstition.
Well, science can be a lot of mumbo-jumbo also. I mean, you've never read a textbook on modern physics.
No. I can't. I read Greek newspaper, myths and Bond stories, romance. You don't like romance, huh?
Of course we do. We make great lovers.
Your father very sad when he loses a mother?
I don't know. I don't think he ever loved her or she him in the romance way. You know, he calls himself by an English name. Everyone can see he's Pakistani. He's twice my age and doesn't know where he belongs or what he's doing. Profit. Where's the money? That's the little voice in his head.
He don't want to hear no little voice. He want to hear you. His son.
No, I'm afraid not. He wanted me to be a PhD, but not to be myself.
I gather you're reluctant to hand over that piece of paper, Roy, to the SAS.
Well, I don't believe we've quite got to that point yet, Minister. And quite frankly, I don't see that sending in a full frontal assault with the SAS is necessarily going to stop them from detonating their bomb.
Listen, there's been a bit of a cock-up. I blame 9/11. It changed everything, didn't it?
If you say so, Minister.
I mean, frankly, forgive me for saying so, Sophia, but MI5, MI6, are they really up for it?
Up for what, Minister?
This new lot of terrorists. I mean, at least with the IRA, we knew where we stood. But this new lot, kamikaze pilots, completely different. Anyway, we've been playing around with some new ideas, new approaches. This Mojo machine they have, what's it supposed to consist of?
Red Mercury.
It's a load of bollocks, isn't it? Couldn't set off a firework on bonfire night.
Well, they may have access to other materials. There's a question mark.
It's a wonderful image, isn't it? Red Mercury. It's like something you'd find in Aladdin's cave. So we said, right, let's sell this on the open market. Bit of magic. That way, we flush out the fanatics.
Do you mean... Do you mean that we sold it to them?
With the help of our Russian friends.
Would you bring me the bows, please?
Gunshot, sir.
Thank you, Brian.
Time to do your duty, Roy. Hand over to the Special Forces. I can deliver your note to the Cabinet Office myself.
My duty, Minister, is to decide the balance of events, evidence, and my own conscience, which in this case I've done. This situation will remain a police operation under my command.
Everything I told you must, of course, go no further than this room.
He wanted to send in the SAS and risk the lives of at least 12 people because of a bomb which he knew from the beginning would not go off.
Who's going to believe us? Donald fucking Carr? Certainly not those boys in there. No, Sophia, we're here to pick up the pieces, so come on, let's get on with it. Gentlemen.
Can we go home now?
So we won't be meeting in paradise.
No. See you in court.
As the authorities weigh up the consequences of their surprise assault here tonight, there are unconfirmed reports that some kind of dirty bomb may have been smuggled inside the restaurant by the three terrorists. Londoners, Owen, may have been seconds away from a nuclear attack. And with that chilling thought, I'm handing back to you in the studio, Owen. This is Donald Carr, BBC News, outside the Ithaca restaurant, central London.